Hi everybody, thank you for having us here today. It's a little bit weird with being told we're being filmed today. I think it's for the benefit of everyone that couldn't be here, so we'll try not to make any mistakes for the benefit of you guys at home. But what we're going to talk to you today is about being a student rep. Now, as it was said, we're both university students at Weymouth, but we're taking a year out this year because we're working for Aim Higher on our work placement year. So it's basically taking a year out from university, working in the industry relating to our course, and yeah, we're working for Aim High.
So a little bit about Aim High, in case you haven't heard about it. Basically what we do is we're both events management students, so we put together lots of events in schools and colleges around Dorset, Bournemouth and Poole. We go to lots of the schools and do student life talks and campus visits, talk to them about higher education and kind of just give them lots of information about that. So that's what we do. And we're here today to talk to you about being a student rep. Okay, why become a student rep? I guess you've all applied already to be a student rep. But yeah, it's an excellent opportunity. It's really good for you and also the other people within your tutor group. You can liaise with them. And yeah, it helps to expand your communication skills. So not only will you need to speak to your tutor group about any problems that they faced or whatever, but then you're going to need to liaise with the student council and teachers and stuff. So it's good in that way that you can then learn to communicate with your tutors and maybe people higher up in the college, but also people in your year group. You get to raise points, so if there's any problems that people are facing at the college or within your year group, you're the first point of call. You're the person who they need to speak to. So it's really good, make sure that you're quite an understanding person and kind of can relate to them if they've got any problems. That's really important. There's not a huge amount of time commitment required, but the more you put in, the more you get out of it. So if you want to put in a lot of effort and becoming a good student rep, then the more you can achieve with that, and the more other people get out of it. It looks fantastic on your CV. It is good to do it for other people and make sure that if they've got any problems, you can try and help them. But also, for you as well, if you put it on your CV or if you're applying to university, you put it on your personal statement. That's always a fantastic thing. Yeah.
Okay. So many of you will be thinking, being a student rep, how can you make a difference in your school or at your university? Well, last year, I personally was the student rep for events management for the second year. And what that would mean is I went to a termly meeting, and that was amongst all the faculty of the whole course. That was also I would also liaise with the student reps for year 1 and year 4, not year 3 because they're all out on their placement. But that would mean that we talk about current issues to do with the course at the moment, what was working, what wasn't working. And it's just a really good opportunity to just hear how also the lecturers are taking it, because they might even already be aware of some of the issues that you think things might not be working. So they might actually agree with you, and they actually might back you up on a few points that you make. But yeah, you can change policies and rules and other significant areas within your Institute of Learning. For example, last year, it was mentioned on our course, we heard that many other universities are introducing a little bit of law into one of the units. And we thought this was actually quite interesting because in events, you've got to think about health and safety, risk and assessment, all that kind of thing. So to have a bit of law in there would actually be good to know about some actual rules and regulations. And now the university has actually taken that into account for the new year that's coming in. They're introducing a little bit of law into one of their units. So that's just something that you can make a change with. Changes can carry through for future years. So yeah, this has started for the first year, this new law introduction, and now this is carrying forward for probably future years as well. They're going to see how it goes in the first year, see if it takes, and they're going to sort of play around with it. So it just shows that you can make a difference in your course by just merely suggesting, also researching what other places do, what uses they have within their course. You can become a voice for the student body. So you can express all the concerns and ideas that other students have, because when you go to your talk, you can't go there empty-handed. You've got to know what everyone's thinking. So a few weeks before I went to a talk, I would send out an email, tell everyone what are your issues, what does everyone think is wrong. I know some people have talked about this, do you agree? And then we take that, I take that to the talk talk to all the tutors and the head of the departments and see if we can make a difference, see if there was something we could change. You can provide consistent and well-informed opinions about the quality of teaching. There were a few units that weren't working for our students on our course, for example. Many of them didn't like certain aspects of the course, didn't like a few units, so we tried to see if there was a way that the lecturer could maybe liven it up, because it became a bit of a chore for them to go to the lecture, and numbers were dropping in attendance. So we tried to spice things up a bit, but as of yet, I don't know if anything might have changed, because, like I said, I'm away this year. I don't know if that might have taken effect. And yeah, creating a better environment for learning. Really, if you're going to university, you're learning a course, you're spending 4 years learning something and spending the money to go, you might as well be learning something you love. And if you can make a difference to make it even better, that's a really, really good thing. So, you know, whatever you can do, any suggestions you can give, even if you're not a student rep and you talk to your current student rep, tell them what you think could be achieved, then, you know, by all means express it to them.
Yeah, basically, if you're a student rep, like we were saying before, he's to attend meetings terminate, etc. So you'd have to, you know, it's important to make sure when you go to the meeting, you know what it is, the problems or situations that people are going through, so that you can talk about it. You know, speak to friends or people on your course and let them know. Liaise with other students on their views of, you know, what the course is. Like Rob was saying, like last year we had some problems with some units, and you know, it's important to speak to your course rep and make sure that he's aware, or they're aware of the situations that are going on. At the moment, there's another thing happening within our university, that they've stopped quite a lot of the buses, and that's a big issue. So a lot of people are, you know, complaining about that, and the student reps are having to deal with that for this year. So yeah, so it's just important to make sure that, you know, you get the views across, that and you make sure that, you know, other people's views are heard.